everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah. Today we're talking about the June dev diary for Prehistoric Kingdom. Now it did actually come out yesterday at time of recording, but you know, better late than never. We did also just receive update 11 for the game, so lots happening. Let's jump in and see what they have for us upcoming in the future. Welcome to the June development diary. In case you missed it, update 11 is now out on Steam. This is by far our largest update and adds a bunch of exciting changes to better the future of Prehistoric Kingdom. Staff are finally here alongside an entire logistics system, reworked human art, 2 beautiful genus of dinosaur, and lots of other changes. So if you haven't already, I did actually do a video on update 11's trailer that they released, which is what you're looking here at on screen. I won't play it now, but if you're interested, go check that out. It's on the channel. Let's jump down to more about update 11. Overall, we're pleased with the response to update 11 and are glad to see players enjoying the direction we're taking management in. As stated above, this was a really big update for the team, and it's sort of surreal to finally see staff walking around in the park. It's helped build a lot of systems for us to improve, and we're excited that both staff and visitors will only get better from here. Developing alongside the PTB proved to be incredibly useful in reducing the amount of critical stability issues experienced at launch of update 11, and is definitely something we'd like to do more of in the future. We weren't able to catch everything, but what did slip through appears to impact a smaller subset of players and are mostly bugs related to the things like guest queuing systems, which came back online a day before release. In terms of balance, things aren't quite where we'd like them to be. The feedback we've gotten over the last few days has been very valuable, and the team have been thinking of ways to improve both the short and long-term impact of staff and logistics. While some things can't be addressed until update 12 at the earliest, we are working on quality of life patches to improve the game's flow in the meantime. Looking at upcoming improvements, these are some of the most immediate changes we're looking in to help improve challenge mode. Increase starting cash across all difficulties, add the loading bay and staff center to new saves by default. That's a good one. I think those two things are things you should start out with on your map. Increase the human movement speeds, always a great thing. That way your keepers get places faster and so do your guests. Reduce the amount of time individual guests spend in the park to improve the flow of ticket sales. Reduce the construction and upkeep cost of park service buildings, split the building category park infrastructure into park services and park logistics to make searching more convenient and better support future logistic modules. Show the travel time delay on modules that need to be stocked, indicating how long it actually took for a staff member to arrive. Show the staff efficiency, indicating how many tasks are able to be completed before going on break, and add a convert to sandbox game button in the options menu, allowing players to rescue challenge games that are struggling. Or if you're just proud of your challenge game and you want to turn it into a sandbox map, I think that's a great functionality in the game. We're also working to integrate notifications and give them a more defined role, serving as a way to communicate unlocks, changes within excavations, or any other one-off events that may have happened. I really like how the UI is looking with the recent updates. I think it looks really clean and very like finished, polished kind of thing. Anything that's actually wrong with the park would instead get sent to the park issues screen, a comprehensive list of persistent problems that need to be solved. This is where you can easily find empty feeders, dirty habitats, or find out which modules are inaccessible to guests. Clicking on the item, staff, or animal will take the player directly to it. Since the issues are all labeled, this menu also addresses players not understanding certain state icons. That's beautiful. Amazing. We believe that these 2 additions alone will drastically improve gameplay clarity and reactivity, especially with excavation events changing month to month. Very good. When are these changes expected? They'll be scattered across a few smaller patches rather than coming later in one big update. The earliest patch, which includes sandbox conversion, human speed buffs, and small balance changes and a bunch of fixes, will be arriving in the next few days. Larger additions like notifications and park issues are trying to be finished as soon as possible, but will take more time. All very good stuff. Update 11 was a big one, but I'm pretty sure Update 12 might be even bigger, possibly. I kind of briefly read through this, but let's jump into it and just take a look. The very first thing is going to be a brand new dinosaur. Now, they already did kind of announce Brontosaurus before, but it's officially coming in Update 12. And look at how gorgeous it looks with the little Dryosaurus running underneath it and in between them. I think they look so good. Arriving as an alternate genus to another Update 12 edition, Apatosaurus, this thunder lizard is sure to wow guests with its extravagant patterning and dorsal spines. Our Brontosaurus features a set of large keratinized spikes running down the sides of its neck, with the park scientists believing that they might have been used during disputes with other herd members. Very, very cool. I think this is such a gorgeous picture. And you know me, I'm always excited for more animals. Give me all the animals. If you have any fun Brontosaurus facts, definitely leave them down below because I know nothing about them. Shocker, I know. I don't know much about many dinosaurs, but you guys help me out in the comment section by leaving fun facts and interesting information, and I greatly do appreciate it. Moving on to park rating improvements. One of our goals for Update 12 is to revisit a few systems like the park rating to see where it can be tidied up. With this proposed update to the management view, the park rating will display a clear breakdown of its components and current progress towards the next goal. Additional guest variation. One of the things we didn't get time to add back into Update 11 was clothing variation. Update 12 will correct this by not only including alternate outfit colors, but introducing props for visitors to use like hats and phones. Oh, that's very exciting. Hopefully like things like umbrellas and stuff like that, like different clothes for different types of weather and stuff will come. I think that would be a really cool addition. Next is tutorials. Tutorials have been a hot topic amongst new and returning players for some time now, and so we'd like to finally discuss our approach for the future. First, let's talk about the requirements. We need a tutorial system that is easily accessible, walks the player through mechanics at their own pace, and that can be easily expanded or changed at any point in development. For this reason, we'll be pivoting it to a system that can be accessed during a sandbox or challenge game. The idea is to have guided tutorials accessed through the help menu, covering small chunks of the game to keep it digestible. These tutorials would be text-based, highlighting buttons or elements on the screen to guide the player. The tutorial box would be movable so that it never covers an important UI element. Below is an example piece of concept art showing how a tutorial might progress. I stumbled over my words a couple times there. But very good. I mean, I think this is great. Obviously, people learn at their own pace, and they definitely need to do something to prevent players from getting so frustrated and exiting the game or not playing. So I think these tutorials are going to be extraordinarily helpful, and I love that the devs are thinking of this and adding this to the game. We don't have an exact ETA for this, so for now we recommend reading the newly updated help menu included in Update 11. We've written a bunch of articles that should help players wrap their head around new mechanics. Most articles include shortcuts to quickly build specific modules or jump to another page. What about the tutorial scenario? As nice as it was at the time, the original tutorial scenario became increasingly buggy with each major update and was quickly outdated as new mechanics got introduced. To fulfill the need of today, I'd have to rebuild it from the ground up. We aren't opposed to revisiting scenarios again in the future. We love them just as much as you do, but the dev time required to build and maintain them isn't on the table right now. Realistically, it makes most sense to try again once the game has left early access and things aren't in flux. It makes a lot of sense. Official prefab redux. We'd like to quickly mention that we're cleaning up and improving the game's official prefabs. Looking forward, we would like our prefabs to feel unified, easily accessible, and ensure that all themes are represented across the guest amenities and viewing attractions. We understand that there are players out there who may not enjoy modular building or simply find it too overwhelming, so in redoing our prefabs, we're taking this opportunity to create something that we hope is more appealing for that plug and play experience. Amazing. I love that they're catering to all different types of players because not everybody is as crazy as I am and spends hours and hours and hours building one tiny little building. And some people just really do want to play this for a management game and be able to drop things down that look pretty without taking all that time. So I think that that's great. And having different buildings, or I guess all the buildings for all the different types of themes, really important. Now, my favorite part about this dev diary, other than the new dinosaurs, the fact that they include bloopers like this, I think it's really cool. To wrap up this dev diary, let's take a look at some of the hilarious and somewhat terrifying things we encountered during the human art update. We experienced everything from the creepy first draft to incorrect texture assignments and the classic floating heads. The prop system introduced a load of fun issues to resolve, but at least it gave us the great wheelbarrow derby of 2024. That is hilarious. The wheelbarrows on top of their heads, and then this man is going to give me nightmares for days. Like this head floating out in front of the body. Not fun. Also, this eyeball situation is not great, but love that they included. Of course, we also have some community spotlights down here. Some beautiful, I love this one. Beautiful screenshots of in-game. So good. Let's go back up and take a look at our Brontosaurus very quickly because it's so beautiful. And thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, as always, leave me any comments, feedback, or suggestions down below. Let me know what you're most excited for. And if you've jumped in to experience Update 11 yet, let me know how it's going. But until next time, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.